We're on a mission from God.
World record redneck here, y'all. I'm gonna get right to the point. Don't want to just jabber jaw and bore you. So I'm gonna knock these 3 spotted bass out real fast with this electric fillet knife.
I caught you a delicious bass.
And then I'm gonna give you some details that you really need to know. If you've not ever used one of these, there's one in particular detail you just gotta know. A lot of people make a mistake not knowing this, and it's where to position your knife. But check this out. Okay, you knocked them off, and I'll give you a couple of details here just in a second. After you get done with that, I always like to have a water hose nearby. I like to keep it clean here, okay? You're gonna come down this rib cage like so. I'm not throwing that away because there's meat on it, okay? Now, come right down that rib cage, come right down through here, turn back. I don't let little kids mess with this, but I like to eat that, okay? Now, let me give you some details. Let me explain it to you this way. I'm not putting equal pressure flat like this. When the fish is aiming back towards me, you want to lift the front of that knife a little bit, okay? That's important. Here's why. The backbone is above the fin here. It's not level, see? So when you put pressure down here, keep it down and keep this part up and feel that backbone. It's important, not flat, up a little, okay? Number one thing, people make a mistake. If you got a big table, they'll be up in the middle of the table trying to do this. Forget that. You've got to have your hand behind the edge of your table. Here's why. You got to get it lower than the edge of the table in order to get this blade down low enough to get on that backbone, see? Your hand has to be below the edge of the table. That's the most important thing. The biggest mistake I see people trying this without any instruction is just getting in the middle of a table. It'll never work. You got to do it this way. Now, the way I clean these with no waste, because I did a short on how to use electric fillet knife a while back. Got a lot of views. I think it's at 76,000 views, something like that. Several comments, oh, you're wasting meat. No. And when you do a short, it has to be less than 1 minute. I didn't have time to explain it all. I don't throw these away. And when I get here to this point, I don't throw this whole thing away either. Okay, come right in here. It's easy to use this on these small fish, okay? If it's a big fish, like a big catfish, I'll use a hatchet or an axe. Again, have your hand back behind the table. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of that fin. But that right there, I'll wash it off good. And that's all good meat to eat right there. You just got to be careful with those bones. Those bones are attached. Those bones are attached to the spine, so they're easy to avoid. I wouldn't let a kid eat it off of it, but Gil Doom Bass will eat it, I guarantee you. Yes, sir. All right, I hope this has been informative to you. I like to make my videos short where people don't get bored, because I know everybody's attention span is about that long. Yes, sir. Now we're going to check them for bones. And let me tell you, I've been doing this for lots of decades, y'all. There's 2 places on a fillet that you fillet like this that you might find bones. One is right up here at the shoulder, okay? Bottom part, right, and there's one right there. Okay, it happens regularly. But there's two places, right there and right here in the bend. Always feel right there. Clean it up just a little bit. Usually stuff will peel right off that you don't want, and boom. A delicious bass, boys. Delicious bass. Yes, sir.
I caught you a delicious bass.
Same thing, I'm gonna feel right here. No bones on this one, no bones. There'll be a little bit right here to pull off. Ready to go. Oh, bone. When you feel one right there in that bend, I'd rather lose a little bit of meat is have somebody choke on a bone. I choked on one time. Do you ever want them that way? Yes, sir. I like to call that how to clean bass with an electric fillet knife with no waste. Unless you consider this waste. You could eat the eyeballs, I guess. That'll be for a whole new video, yes sir. Like I always say, every day is Christmas when you're fishing. Get the net. Merry Christmas, everybody.